Hey guys, welcome back to Art of Nothing. Simi, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
How's the road to 100?
It's rocky, but that's my favorite, man. Rocky Road's my favorite. But yeah, it's been good.
What's been the reason why?
Oh man, to be honest with you, there's a few reasons actually. Fucking you, Normie, Chico, all the boys just absolutely grilling me like a piece of meat on a barbecue. But there's that. Plus as well, like being up in the Goldie, so many people like getting after it, fit, just fucking training every day, like, you know what I mean? So it's sort of just like was easy to be scat in Sydney because about here it's like, oh bro, like you've pushed the boat out too far. And just longevity, like
Bro, that last time we were time we were in here, like the funny thing was, bro, you walked in because you had a fresh haircut, but you're thinking you looked mad.
fuck, I actually had like a sauna, didn't eat that day too, and I was like, I'm looking pretty trim today. And then those photos came back, and I was like, this cunt, I was pissed off because you posted that photo of me.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, this cunt's full, set me up. And then you sent me the spread, and I was like, that was actually, not towards you, but like for me, I was like, fuck you, fat cunt. Like,
That was a wake up call.
yeah, that was a bit of a wake up call because I was like, fuck, you're ugly ass. So,
And you pride yourself on looks too, don't you?
I mean, it's nice to look nice, you know what I mean? So, and like,
And
to
what
be
about
honest, bro, the Hornetville, like Hornet wise, like here in the Goldie is like, hasn't been that good. So I'm like, it's probably because I'm a little bit fat up here, you know what I mean? Like down in Sydney and Melbourne, like it's a vibe to be a little bit like unfit and.
I reckon status doesn't matter up here, eh?
Yeah, I mean it does, but like surfer status.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, like there's that big wave surfer fucking Takahuna from Maui, you know what I mean? Like like you know what I mean? Like surfing status, but yeah, I mean not even that, bro, but like if you're fit, like you know what I mean? Like that's the status is like this
Yeah.
cunt can
The Gold Coast brownie points are based around
fitness.
and like just being a good person, eh? Where like Sydney's like money,
Drugs,
drugs,
status, drugs.
followings,
Followings,
anything
yeah.
like that. So that's the stuff that works down there. It just doesn't work up here.
Yeah, nah. I mean to a certain extent, if it does, but
I reckon it opens the door still, but then
Yeah.
like if you're like a fuckwit, like they just
if you
leave.
look like a fuckwit, if you're fucking fat and shit, then yeah. But
So what's the whole goal for the? Do you reckon you can actually get down to 100? Like, because you're a solid dude naturally.
I mean, I've spoken to a couple of boys who are the same size as me that have done it.
Like who?
One of my mates, George, he's big Tongan boy, like pretty much same height, if not bigger. He got down to 97. But like I've never actually like trained before, like even like just ever. Like
Yeah.
so this is like proper me pushing it for the last 4 days. Like I've never like even me doing the deadlift, like the 200 kg deadlift.
That's a big
like,
deadlift, bro.
That's the first time I've actually tried to deadlift heavy. Like I've never actually tried to deadlift before. So yeah, I'm just keen to get fit and like sometimes people reply to my stories and stuff like fuck you've lost it, Simi. Like people giving me shit because I got him fat.
Yep.
And this is meant like no disrespect to anyone, but like sometimes you have to remind people like
Yeah.
that you're a glamour. Yeah. You know what I mean? Though, like you have to just fucking and also remind yourself.
Yeah.
Because like for some reason for the last 2 years, bro, like I lost that fucking pizzazz about me, like, you know, walking up to fucking anyone just talking like I don't know, like just got a little bit shy and like a little bit fucking
Feeling sorry for yourself.
just in the
that's
back,
why.
just eating dumplings and fucking having a wank, the cunt. But now I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I lost myself for a bit, but like now I remember, like I'm him.
Yeah.
And
It's,
everyone is him though.
Alright.
That's not a cocky thing. That's like everyone has that dog in him, but it's just believing it yourself. And I lost that belief.
Do you reckon that's a facade?
It's not a facade, bro. It's like it's just like turning away from like all that negative energy, bro. But then like going like this is the thing. This is why I never get angry when someone puts me down from certain things is because like Like normally he's like, fuck, why don't you do that? And I'm like, if there's a truth to it, like I won't get angry.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a point like where if someone says something to me, I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, he's got a point. That's true. So then now this is just me just answering those call outs. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm deadlifting fucking 200 kgs on day 4. Like imagine day 20, I'll be deadlifting your mum. You're slapping the cheeks.
How long do you reckon you'll last?
Fuck. If we're talking sex, I mean, maybe 2 minutes. Nah, but
your only problem is like the weekends, eh? It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, this is the thing. I said to the boys, I'm not going, oh, I'm going to go full diet and
don't do that.
like, because I know I'm going to lose out. But I think.
What about like a beer every fortnight or something for you would be
like a couple of beers, but being able to walk away. Like I had a couple of beers the other night, like 2 beers, and I was like, fuck, like. But it's mostly just looking at that photo, bro. That photo that you and Normie kept sending to me, and I'm like, you fat bastard.
Bro, I think I've got it. And like at your screensaver now. Whenever you ring me,
it's ugly, bro. It's ugly. And you know what, man? I'm like, I always ask myself, I'm like, man, because I used to get the Hornets of Doom, like proper Hornets. Like, look at my resume.
Yeah, you got to get a resume.
And I'm not being cocky, and I don't want anyone to think I'm being cocky. I'm just confident within myself. The only thing hitting on me was fucking gay dudes, and I was like, you know what, man, this is. But yeah, I'm back on the. I'm not even back on the horse. This is the first time that I've actually trained hard. So I hope that I stick to it. But my bipolar disorder might fucking disagree with me.
Selective bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, chicken, you down there now? Do you know I reckon it's like good for you, bro? We were talking about some of my last podcasts. It's just like hanging around like Kiwis and Maldives and like even Samoans for you, Islanders for me. I think it's important for us, eh?
I think so, bro. And like, fuck, I think like even hanging around Kane, like one of the boys.
I said that on the last podcast, bro. I was like, fuck, I think it's good when Simi hangs around Kane. Yeah. Because you're kind of similar. Like,
bro, he's such a beautiful human being, man.
Like big dreamers.
Yeah.
And I don't say that like in a bad way.
I've been around some really influential people and some like big dogs, you know what I mean? Like whether it be sports or business and not once have I been around Kane, bro, and he's talked badly about someone. He's never ever said anything. You know when like I'll be like, oh, how's such and such, and he'll be like, people will be like, oh fuck, he's done this and he's done. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes people do it without even realizing that they're talking down on someone, bro. That guy's like one of the most positive people I've ever been around.
I felt that.
Sometimes I'm like, fuck, what's this kind of on about? But I'm like he's just like. He's such a positive person, bro, and I love it, eh?
Yeah, I think you're like, because you're a big dreamer, and it's a good thing, and like you tell like stories in a certain way, but like he's the type of guy that will like gas you up and be about it and like support you with it.
And I think,
and I'll support you in different ways, but
I think when you've been around it, when you've been around it for a couple of years, it's like you catch on. These are like they're proper dreams, like dream type shit. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to change, bro. I'm really trying to change and just like. You know, like even just with Dan and Matt coming up this weekend, 2 guys that really helped me get up here to the Goldie. Obviously, like yourself as well, but like these boys like really helped me. And I was just sick of it, bro. I was like, fuck, I want to be. I said to Kane last night, actually, I said, fuck, I'm sick and tired of like going to the table and like just being the bro who like takes. I want to bring something to the table,
that's a good,
and add value to the table instead of being the mate that's like
the funny guy.
Oh, yo, sweet, like hey, sweet as he's one of the boys, like he's a brother, whatever. But like, I want to go to the table and be like, fuck, like, what can I contribute to it? What can I? So I don't know how that looks, but like, I feel like the conversations and the mentality has been changing since I've been training and. Being up here in the Gold Coast, so
that's like a great analysis. I would have said that to you like a couple months or weeks ago. Yeah. I was going to say it to you,
but like I said to him,
like the way you've picked it out on your own, it'll mean more. You know what I mean?
And just like even just like I say, ran into Sonny and Quade last night, and like just conversations I had, bro. And I'm like, fuck, I've been that guy for so long, and like, you know, sometimes whose fault is it? I don't know. Maybe yours. But
no, like, that's great self-analysis.
So I really want to like this year. I really want to be like, if you're in a hard place, or like Quade's in a hard place, or like Matt or Dan, you know that you can come to me and count on me to not provide something, but if you need something, I can give it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
like I said this from a good place though, but like a lot of times, and I do it as well, where it's like, fuck, we want to have a good time and party. Let's pay for Simi to come out, and it's like we use you, bro.
And then that's the thing, because I'm like, fuck, I'm like.
And even like last time we went out and we were in Quade and Ed's birthday, and Quade's like drink you pussy, and just like we'll pressure you into drinking because we know how fun you are, But it's like we use you, bro. And I do it as well.
But even when we went to that lunch, I was sitting there and I was like, that was also a part of it, because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be this guy anymore. It's the start of the year. I'm like, and that's like when the whole job situation just like, I was like, fuck, I need a new job. I need to make some money. I need to just get something that's a little bit more hard yakka. Like, As much as I try to move away from it, like, I'm a supervisor.
Fuck, I was talking about it this morning. We'll talk about your job soon. But I was like, fuck, this cunt will weasel his way up to the top somehow. He just got it like that. And one of the boys was laughing. He's like, yeah, that's. Bro. Because I don't even know him that well, but like I can see it happening.
Fuck yeah, bro. So I that's just my mentality this year. I want to be a good friend. I want to be a good father, but provide to a point where people know that they can lean on me when they're going through certain things. And like, except for just like what I realized is that so many people hit me up when they wanted to party, when they're going through breakups, when they're going through hard times.
Because you're the guy, bro.
They'll be like, fuck, Simi can show me a good time, you know what I mean? And then they work themselves out, and then I don't hear from them again, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I mean, I like being the person that people can lean on, but then I'm also like, like, it sucks because I also like, it's like we're both taking from each other, but instead of giving, you know what I mean? Like I want to give my energy and my time to you, and vice versa. But it's like, it's almost like you're taking my energy and I'm taking, treats.
There's like a trade-off, eh? And like the consequence of like drinking and partying and drugs and whatever, it's just a long tail effect of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly, bro. So,
but don't get me wrong, it's fun at the time.
Oh, creme de la creme. I might do it tonight.
Now we're here. Now we're talking about it.
But I'm excited, man. I hope that I stick to it, bro.
I think you put so much external pressure on, like you'll never need me. Like I would never need anyone, not anyone, but you for certain things, bro. It's just, bro, just don't let yourself down. And then everything else, like if you don't let yourself down, then you become like a good person. Yeah. Then you become fit. Then you become a great dad. Then you become a great friend. Yeah. Not like, fuck, what can I do for them? What can I do for them? Shit, let me help this person first. But then you forget about yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, just focus on you, bro. Yeah. And then that stuff just happens as a byproduct of that.
So true. So it's just, and it's tough, bro, because like, as I said last time, like I literally wake up, bro, and I'll have a different hat on.
Yeah.
So I wrote down in my book, actually, like when I was sound-minded,
at peace.
Yeah, when I was like pretty clear, I wrote down exactly how I felt, my goals and my intentions, and like the way I wanted to move, and I'm not going to drink anymore, because like sometimes you have to have treats to hold you accountable, but it was just picking those battles, like, so anyways, I wrote those down. So when I do get into different mind frames, and like I do feel a certain way, or I don't want to go train, I like go back to this book and I read those exact moments in it, and like part of me will be fighting it, like no, like Smeagol type shit, like Gollum type stuff. You know what I mean? Like talk, like hearing shit in my head, but it brings me back. I'm like, okay, sweet. So I'm just gonna try and, instead of focusing on like fucking 2 weeks from now, I'm just like day by day. So
yeah, I think when I done that podcast with that wire guy, he kept saying intention a lot throughout the day. So, and we talked about an experience of when like I felt like my whole world was crumbling, and I done breathwork with Krusty down at Bronte, and before we done the breathwork, he goes like, "What's your intention for the breathwork?" And I thought about that one intention, And then for 20 minutes when we were doing the breathwork session, when I got to the end of it, because I was so focused on that one thing, I had a resolution for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, is breathwork like that for everyone all the time? He goes, yeah, but like intention should be that for every time. So if you break up your morning into wake up to finish at the gym, your intention for that gym session might be just to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or swim 15 laps or whatever you're doing.
Well, that's what Quaid and I were he just messaged me randomly, bro, and we were just, like, not randomly, like we were talking. And yeah, he just brought up intention and just having intention.
With everything, bro.
With everything,
So say you hang around your daughters, your intention might be, all right, cool, I'm going to put my phone down for an hour. Like us. And then that way it breaks your day up. So you don't wake up and go, fuck, I've got this whole day ahead.
Yeah.
You just break it up into these little blocks of like.
And it's almost like you're manifesting things as well, because like you have that intention to get a certain outcome from a certain time of the day. So like even with the job situation, like how much was I sweating when I was like, this gun's going to kick me out. I'm going to get a job.
Pretending to cry in your room was a giggle.
I was not. Holy cunt, this cunt.
No, I'd never kick you out. Like as long as long as you're trying, bro, I'll never kick. It's just when you do dumb shit, bro. I'm like, fuck, this cunt is so dumb.
No, but like, fuck, it was funny. Like, so, yeah, just obviously the job that I had, like, it was just up and down, and like it was such a great moment in my time here in the Gold Coast, and it actually helped me find like calmness in certain situations. Like what do you call it? Like when you're in like your emotions start to heighten because of like. So I was working with kids with disabilities and being calm, and you know what I mean. Like during certain situations, actually helped me with a lot of times, like even as a father, as a friend, as meeting strangers, and just in those sometimes moments get really heated or like a lot of emotion and stuff like that. It actually brought a lot of like calmness and peace to my life. So
I reckon, have you heard the saying emotional home state? So like I think a lot of your emotional home state is like a lot of your life is frantic, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't. And when you move into a place of peace, like it feels unfamiliar, you're like, fuck, I need to get back.
Yeah, I don't want peace.
I
want pain. No. No. I get you, and I know that it's like,
bro, a lot of things are always moving around you. Like when you jump in the car, it's like music's loud, aircon's on. It's like you're moving around, you're talking on phones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's a lot of frantic energy around you.
It's a busy life that
we
live.
Or like we're at a table with a lot of people. It's like you'll talk to him, you're like shouting at that dude over there on the phone. Like it's.
Yeah.
Bro,
what about when you were whistling and singing while I was trying to do my induction the other day?
But it's like
I'm trying to listen.
Like
I get you.
You know what I mean? We're so frantic all the time. You waste so much energy, man.
Yeah, it's finding balance within that. But as I said, man, it's a daily struggle. You know what I mean? And then when I'm nice and quiet, everyone's like, "What is this kind of up to?"
It's pretty quiet at home, eh? Bro, I'm loving your day in the life content. I've always said that should be you.
Yeah, well, I think it was like, you know when you try and like push something that's like not genuine, like me trying to lose weight, it's actually because I'm like, I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
So it's just easy because I'm like, fuck, I'm on my line bike, I'm cruising, I'm going to go for a swim, whatever. So it's like a genuine thing. I'm trying to fucking stop being a fat fucker. So sorry for my language. I'm trying to lose weight. But before that I was like, oh, like, you know, do want to do these things, but I'm like, I'm pushing it because it's not authentic because I'm like, I'm just trying to think of something and then that day, like I was like, I want to get to 100 kgs and just started recording, and I was like, road to 100 kgs, like that's what I'm going to stick to. So, and also, you know, when you put yourself out there to a point of like, you post a photo, especially when you're in the content game, you post a photo of like you being fat, or you say something, you put it out there, I'm going to become a millionaire by the end of the year.
Yeah.
What happens is that you're like, for me, I just it's like holding me accountable. Because like when I'm like, you've put it out there, and there's so many things that I've like turned my back on that I put out there. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight. And then like people are like, why didn't you fight? And I'm like, well, because I didn't want to. Like, what is it to you? So this one here for me, weight has always been like that self-image has always been a thing for me. And I think the cookies have just fucking crumbled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They finally caught up to me.
Yeah. No, it's good, bro. I think when you're in that space where you're being like the version I see of you at home, and obviously the one that's on social media, and like you're honestly one of the funniest cunts I meet. But that version of content that's closer to this side here, when you're at home, that's perfect, bro. And it's so funny because it's like it's you. Yeah. It's not like you said, like when it feels forced or you're trying to make people laugh or you're doing
like,
those.
What can I get from this? Or like, will this brand like if I do this? I'm like, fuck. This Taiwanese dude was just shaking his dick in front of my face while I'm trying to do. Well, I'm trying to lose breaststroke.
Fuck, you always get yourself in some random people way.
Bro, I was just like, he's like, can I give you some tips?
Is that racist?
Well, that's what he fucking sounded like. So I'll say it, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, Bobby.
Yeah, I love it.
Can I give you some tips? No, but, so anyways, I'm like, yeah, sweet. So he starts teaching me these things, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be open to learning. And fuck, bro, just like everything changed, and like, because I was stopping halfway through every lap because I was like, shit. But he's like, I was watching you, your breathing, everything like that, and I was like, it honestly, what I learned in the pool can be like can swatch over to.
Oh, bro.
What I learned in the pool can actually translate into life. Nah,
you swam for 10 minutes.
Sex, man. I was like, far out. I'm losing my breath during fucking physical breaststroke, let alone in the pool. So,
have you done that training where you get like 2 strokes breathe?
No, so his one was force, but it was like underwater. Just anyways, all that breathing shit, and it changed my whole fucking swimming thing. I was making it all the way down to the end without stopping.
It was a good techie, bro. Looked good.
Yeah, and then like we turned it up, and then we started chatting afterwards. And I wish I got this on camera, but we were just in the moment. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I like a moment, I'll just let it play out. But so I was like, what do you do for work? Because he was on holiday from Taiwan. He's like, I'm an energy coach.
Oh,
and I was like, what do you mean? Like,
remember we see that on that sign as well, like an energy coach?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and he goes, I'm an energy coach. I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes like, I'll fill up like massive hallways of people, and he showed me, and it's just him standing in front of the class doing these body movements, and we started doing it together. So it was like we were like waving our hands like this, like shaking our hands for ages, bro. And then like we did this thing, and I don't know if he bamboozled me or if I could feel the energy, or energico as he'd say, between my hands. But yeah, it was just funny that he was an energy coach, and like we linked up randomly in a pool full of people, you know.
Yeah. So you got a new job now. So talk about that. I've heard the story about 100 times, but
okay. Well,
can you tell it slightly different so it can make me laugh, like you do for your stories?
Anyways, once upon a time. Nah. Well, okay. So let's just say I was on the cusp of getting fired from other job. Nah. No, so like it was simply just like I wanted to make more money, and my intentions were to get on the light rail. Like I was asking people, calling around, like, you know, I was just inquiring left, right, and center, and then I thought, you know, whatever, I'll just go up. Shout out to my boy Riggs. And I just sent a message to this random number. Yo, I need a job. Moved down to Sydney. I moved from Sydney a couple of weeks ago, blah, blah, blah. A little bit of, you know, experience. And then, like, we were down at the beach, like, wolf whistling towards chicks just down on the walk.
Don't listen to that.
And then old mate called me when we were sitting there, and he just like did a little interview, and then was just like, mate, we'd love to have you on the light rail here on the GC, and like I won't go on the T's and C's, but like it's like mining money, you know what I mean? And I felt like I'd put like anything that I feel like I truly believe, like I'm gonna get on the light rail, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like it weirdly happens. Like, remember when I did that thing with Paul Gallen when I was holding the belt above his head? Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to sneak my way into the heavyweight division. And then, like, a couple of months later, I'm fighting Justin Hodges. Like, and it's such a powerful thing, but, you know, like, I've been trying to get back with my ex for a couple of years now, and it's just not working out. I'm joking. But it only works towards fucking positive things. But nah, the work situation, yeah. So got on the light rail, started on Monday, did a couple of inductions last week. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for that, bro. And I feel like the way that I'm moving it's all a part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the journey, eh?
Yeah, and like there's bridges that I think that job will help me mend. I can invest into certain things. Like it's actually really good money. So I'm excited for that, bro. And I'm just excited to be able to invest more time into my kids as well.
Yeah.
Like from a monetary standpoint and just be here with them and be able to do things with them.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me.
That's exciting, bro.
And just like
you lose some weight on the heat with the have to wear the full body things.
With the glad wrap around the boobs.
Yeah. Does that work? Did it feel like you were sweating more or nah?
Honestly, it started to fucking chafe underneath my
armpits. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit, but exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting. What about you? I wanted to ask about podcasting. So like you've been back in like podcasting people and stuff. I feel like we were talking about it. Like you just like, because I remember when we first, you're like, nah, I don't want to. Then like you just obviously jump back into it. You seem much more happier. You seem like the conversations you're having with people are like super real because like you obviously have a connection with them. You know what I mean?
You just want me to say that you gave me the idea, eh?
I mean, it's up to you. You said it, not me. Am I getting punked in here or what? But like
I've been enjoying it, eh? Because like I think like I was just fucked from all that stuff that went down. And like, I think at my core essence, like I do love helping people and love helping my friends.
For sure.
And even just having Henny and Benny on like my podcast and seeing the feedback they got and Lani, like Lani messaged me the past 3 days saying, oh, I've got such positive feedback.
Yeah.
And I love the feeling that I can give that to other people because we talked about this on the last podcast because I can never feel that for myself. So like I try and like invest that into other people because that's what makes me happy.
For sure.
So I'm moving like a little bit smarter now. Probably just understanding who I am as a person, and that's who I am as a person. Yeah. I remember my mum and dad used to get fucked over quite a bit with people and loyalty and money, but they'll still try and help people. You know what I mean? So I think that's just me.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like it's so. What I've seen from this situation is like those conversations between those people. They're everyday type of people. You know what I mean? Like you might get like Sonny Bill on, or also. That's a bad example. Like someone who's famous, who's been on a podcast heaps of times, but because they're your friends, the conversations are much more in depth and closer to home for other people.
Yeah.
Organic stuff.
Yeah, they're like conversations. They're not like interviews.
Yeah, they're not interviews. Yeah. And I think as well, like the cool thing apart from the cameras and whatever is like, I feel like a lot of people grow from the experience of putting themselves out there.
Oh yeah.
Like it gives them a confidence like that, like shit, man, like I've just told the world like how I've come about being where I am right now in my mentality, you know. So I feel like that's such a massive takeaway for the individual themselves, apart from being, you know, comments are nice and all this shit. It's like you walk away and you feel like you've grown as a person as well.
Yeah,
I like confidence.
Bro, that's like such a nice thing to say. But like I remember in my last podcast I was talking about, I was just like, fuck, I wish I could have that for myself. I just can't.
Yeah.
So like I think that's why I make so much content for other people. And like right now, like 2 days ago, I had this conversation with this guy. And I was going to try and get him to join the Ice Project group. And it was like, it's like $18 a month. And it's basically 10 years of information in there, 90 videos, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like I've always had that guilt about me that I wanted to be the person that I needed when I come into business. But my place probably isn't there anymore, bro. Yeah. My place is, say, this is it down here. My place is probably helping rich people make more money or helping myself make more money or starting businesses, you know.
For sure.
So even like I was talking to this guy, bro, and he was like, I'll come back to you. I'll decide between doing this or like investing into Supercoach or NRL. And I was just like,
Gee.
Oh, no, like it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Invest in your brain or do a form of escapism. And we've all done that. Yeah. And I was just like, why am I like not fighting, but like trying to convince the skill set that I have to certain people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool.
And then literally like today, I'm launching like the personal brand accelerator.
Yeah, that was cool. I love seeing that stuff, man.
And I've literally built it in like 2 days. I'm like, built it, launched it, get some clients hopefully, and just start going from there.
Yeah.
Because that's where I should be, bro. It's like,
yeah, for sure. And you know what? I don't think that as you said, I don't think you're gonna have that emotion and feeling towards yourself until like, I think when you look back at your life when you're a bit older and you're chilling on a balcony or veranda overlooking like countryside or like fucking.
you missed the whole part, bro.
No, but you look back on it all and you go, you don't look at what you have, you look at how you've helped people. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you look, eventually you will look back, and even though that like you're a fucking bit of an asshole, I feel like you'll look back and go, fuck, like I lived a good life because of how I affected other people's lives. And I think that's just like, I feel like that's, but like people will say thank you to, I'll say thank you to you and you'll be like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's
like
weird,
it's a curse as well, you know what I mean? Because it's like
I wish I could just, oh, bro, I'll give you an example of this. So Lani, she was on my podcast. She sent me a voice note. She goes, hey, I forgot to say this in the podcast, but there was one time, like, you bought me dinner. You bought our table dinner at Raw Bar, and you didn't know who we were.
Oh, we were there together. It was me and you.
Oh, was it? But
like, it was just 2 minutes there.
But I don't remember that because I used to do that.
I remember it.
I used to do always like a random act of kindness every single day.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, because they were sitting on the left and we were sitting here.
Yeah.
It was no. Remember that time you posted me? I was sitting on the other side. They were sitting up there, the two.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember you shouted their bill and.
But I used to always do that stuff because it used to make me feel good. But then I never wanted like recognition for it as well. So like, and she goes, oh, do you remember that? I was like, oh no, that's probably a period of my life where I used to always look for random acts of kindness.
I actually told them that was me because I was trying to get a bit of sex out of it, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, no, I remember you used to do that all the time actually.
I've got this friend Cassie. She's like, we get along really well. We've got like a connection through intellectual conversations and like spiritual side. Like we talk maybe like once a month, but she teaches me like so much stuff. But I wouldn't say she's scared, but she's more calculated when she moves out into the space because I think she'd kill it as a potentially like consultant or anything that she wants to do, she'd be able to do it. But like I regurgitate a lot of her information through my podcast because I'm actually learning from her so much. But it's like I'll start to say it and then it's going back around to her and she's like, it's like you're stealing like my ideas. I'm like, hey, well, you're not going to post them. Well, you just want me to have this knowledge and not share it? Yeah, so it's been a bit of a giggle. But one thing she taught me last night was when we're talking was
pillow talk.
like gratitude. So, and we talked about intention in the morning. Like when I wake up, I always write down like my 3 gratefuls. And she's like, well, push it out to 10 because it'll be a little bit harder for you. So when I used to write my 3 gratefuls, I was just doing it to tick a box, bro. Like mellow, mum and dad, brother and nephews. Those are kind of my main ones. Like I'd throw you on there sometimes, be with like just cool people that I've met. Just to tick a box, bro. So I'm doing like gratitude, like and then, all right, cool. Where's my pre-workout?
That 10 makes you really dig deep and like process certain things.
But then when you do your 10, go like, all right, you can't have the same 10 that you had the day before. Right. So you have to really think about gratitude, which like if you think gratitude as a muscle, if you're not strengthening the muscle or putting the muscle under tension, it's not going to grow.
I get you,
Yeah, so like even a conversation like that where like I'm like, shit. So when I woke up this morning and I couldn't write Mellow, Mum, Dad, my brother, it's just like, all right, you have to generally think about it. And then I started writing like random people from my gym that I enjoyed having conversations with at coffee.
Yeah.
And then that made me grateful for that moment of having a coffee where normally I have a coffee, I'm like, fuck, I need to go to work.
Yeah.
So next time I'm in that position where, say like Leah and Hannah, we had a conversation today about business and it was a really cool chat and I really enjoyed it. But next time I go to have that coffee again with those people, I'll be more present in the moment because I'll practice the gratitude to understand I really enjoyed that moment, but it took like hindsight for me to get there. Yeah. But next time I'm in it, I'm going to be present. Yeah. So I was like, fuck, that was like interesting stuff for me, eh?
Yeah. It's funny how something like that, just such a little tweak on like a number wise, like 3 to 10.
Yeah.
And then repeating yourself every day is like, can change your whole outlook on how you interact with other people.
And even how she interpreted it of obviously like in a circumstance that I can understand. Like gratitude's like a muscle.
Yeah.
If you don't put it under tension,
It's like going to the gym every day and just curling 10 kg dumbbells every day.
Just to
And
tick
then,
a
like,
box.
Yeah.
And so just even some other things like built around intention is like, say workouts, for example, say our neighborhood workout is whatever. So Corey, Big Corey, Combini, he goes, when we used to do CrossFit training, there'd be one part of the exercise that we had to focus on. So say like yesterday was burpees, like when we get to burpees, we're going to do 15 burpees, but we can't stop. We're going to be unbroken.
Yeah.
So you go for your whole workout, warm up, doing whatever you need to do. But when you get to that burpee station, like you're not going to break. And then once you leave that workout, you're like, even though you have achieved something, you've layered it up with a bit of intention.
Yeah.
And then with that comes growth.
Yeah.
So imagine living your life where like every 2 hours there's intention behind everything that you do. You will be way fitter, way stronger, way healthier. When you start to work, you'll be a lot more productive. When you're a dad, partner, friend, you're going to be a lot more present.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's intention behind everything you do, fuck, it's powerful, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny because...
And bro, honestly, the only reason I'm learning all this is because I'm just podcasting like people I wouldn't normally podcast.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, bro, everyone's got a gift that they can share. Like say your gift is like laughter. You can make people feel amazing. But if we'd never given you a chance, we'd like... Yeah. Where's
you can't share
Jordan Simis scaffolding it down in Cronulla still? You know what I mean?
One of the best too. But yeah, no, exactly, bro. Exactly. It's crazy, and that's how I look at your podcast, man. I literally see these comments and just the interactions with people. It's because it's just raw, and like it's not like you're interviewing with them. It's cool as well. Like you see. Gives people power, man, to step out of the comfort zone, you know what I mean? And like podcasting, as much as people go, oh, fuck, like I'd kill it on a podcast, blah, blah, blah. As soon as you put a mic in front of them, you're like, tell me about your childhood traumas. They're like, you know what I mean?
And it takes time, bro.
It does.
Like, because someone was asking about you or like this podcast, and then they were talking about guests. And I was like, fuck, like if we got an hour podcast with Simi, I want to be talking for 15 minutes and I want him to be talking for 45 minutes just because I know if we roll him through 45 minutes of chat, there's probably going to be 10 pieces of micro content. Like that's how my mind works for it. Where we start interviewing someone, it takes away that time like for you to shine. Because this podcast is mostly about you.
Yeah. Really? No. Guilty. No, but it's cool, man. I love chopping it up with you, and it's just such a blessing just being in these things, you have your ups and downs, and
that's life, bro. You're meant to have ups and downs.
But it's crazy, bro. Like I run into people and they're like I feel one of the reasons why I wanted to change a lot of my mentality was off the back of like there was 2 times I'd run into 2 types of people that look at me as like the larrikin party boy. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to, like, I'm like that with my mates, but like, I don't want to
be that for everyone.
Yeah. And then like, also as well, people hitting me up about mental health things. And I was like, fuck, am I giving out information that I'm not even taking myself? You know what I mean? Like, so I was sort of like, yeah, that's a lot of the reason as well why I needed to change, but it's a fucking battle, bro. Yeah. It's a battle, man. So, because a lot of times when times get tough, bro, I'm like, I'll just, like, if someone challenges me too much, I'll just literally fucking burn the house down, I'll be like, fuck this, I'm out. Like, and I won't give a fuck. But then I look back in hindsight and I'm like, God damn it, I've done it again. Yeah. So.
That's your cycle that you need to break, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start Monday. Look at me, baby.
All right, we're going to roll into some questions here. What should a man know by the time he's 30?
How to love himself.
I agree. Also 30. I think what someone should know by the time that they're 30 is
pay rent on time. My bad.
No, one thing guys should know by the time they're 30 is like you'll feel the same when you're like as you're 20 or as you're a teenager. Yeah.
Bro, that is so crack up good because I was like, you feel exactly the same, bro. I'm like, bro, when I'm 30, I'm going to be fucking... Like you feel the same, man. It's crazy you say that.
And then I reckon your 30s are better than your 20s because you're a bit more. The only thing is you just don't recover as quick. Like that's the annoying thing.
Shit.
Yeah, like there's a consequence for actions, but you're old enough to know better.
But it's also the level of ripping in is 10 times worse than when I was 20.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you get to this age and a bit older, hopefully you're in a space where you got a little bit more money through life experiences. You know what type of people you want to hang around or who you want to provide for. Hopefully you got a family and kids by then. Like all that sort of stuff is a lot more fun than like the freedom and benders and stuff like that. And that phase of life is amazing in your 20s, but you get to a little bit older and it's like going for a run with your mate or playing golf with your mate or nice dinner with your mate, and you got a bit more money and you're drinking nicer wines and doing a few cheekies. Yeah. That's the same as just a random text of just going to the pub.
Exactly. And I think like even just back when we used to have drinks or like when we go out for dinner and like, fuck, you just shout like, just having that.
Is self-care for men too feminine?
Not at all. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, right? Like, it really depends how you look at it, man. But I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No. Nothing wrong with being sexy.
And it's like it's just whatever lane you want to take, eh?
Yeah, but it's like sometimes you get those fucking miners and the construction, they're like, they're a bit willy-nilly. But I think as time progresses, I feel like
it'll pay dividends later.
Yeah, we live in a space and a time where like if you don't take care of yourself, how do you expect others to, treat you?
Yeah. How long is Simi going to keep up his daily weight loss content?
Yeah, this is a consistent thing. I mean, it
seems like fun for you. That's why I think it's easy to watch.
It feels real for me, bro.
Yeah,
like just going to the gym, pumping iron, and just being sexy, bro. It's nice.
When can we get Chico back on and SpongeBob Grumpy Pants
so
back on
people
for
keep
conspiracy?
saying that to me, eh? What? SpongeBob Grumpy Pants.
Yeah. Or what about him having a go at me for getting a running coach?
Fuck, we were talking this morning. This cunt's pissing me off. He goes, yeah, I knew I had a nerve when he brought up my ankles. That was one of the good yarns, man.
Yeah.
Nicole's like, are you coming to the wedding? And she goes, yes. She goes, have you booked your ticket? And I go, not yet. She goes, fucking idiot, it's 3 weeks away. And I was like, leave it with me. Yeah, I haven't started my job yet, man.
I haven't still booked my tickets yet either.
Yeah, she's climbing.
Yeah.
But see there. So, yeah, is there any other?
Yeah, if you're about to start Normie's wedding speech, what's the first thing you're going to say?
Well. Look who we have here.
I always wanted a little brother. That would break
a little brother and a little sister. I didn't trust Nicole when we met. How it started is you bastard. But
he's actually a bastard too. Yeah.
He's a fucking bastard, on and off the court.
Yeah. Is now, when's Simi going to drop his hats?
Wait, which ones? What the fuck?
Or we waiting another 2 years? Wow, this guy's after you, man.
One of the thing with hats is just like...
Sorry, I thought you were about to go. Last question. Who's your top 3 people to bender with?
Top 3 people to bender with. This is fucking... truly important. Okay, top 3. Straight off the bat, and this is not like 1, 2, 3. This is just 3. So I'll go Chris Theo, one of the all-time greats. Like energy, fucking magnificent. Always 100. I'll go Steph, Billionaire Boys Club. Absolute freak on the piss.
Is he?
Oh, like he can just
go.
But
he doesn't really say anything, bro.
Sometimes that's enough.
Oh yeah, you're the one talking.
Yeah, I'm talking, and he's just there, just making noises in the background to gas me up.
Yeah.
And number 3, that's really hard. People are gonna get annoyed that I've missed this. I don't know. Actually, I know I should say his name, but he watches the podcast. I won't say his name, but he's a real estate agent, really successful real estate agent in Sydney.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
In Double Bay, he knows who he is. Everyone knows who he is. But yeah, there's so many names I can't say, but he would be top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fucking, it's so hard, man. It's a tough question.
Yeah. I'd probably pick you, Norms. Kevy Proctor would probably say, "Oh, Chico's funny when he's on it." But
Remember that time Chico and I had a 5-day?
yeah, that's the lowest combo.
No,
but
but-
Kevy Proctor would be on mine at the moment, bro. I love that dude, bro. He's so much like,
Bro, Kevy and
just
I have
so
ripped
cool.
in twice since I've been here. It's my first weekend now.
Yeah,
Oh, Simi, bro, come with us.
just the nicest dude, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro. He's
yeah.
so lovely, man. He's been really nice to me since I've been here.
Oh, Pete's gonna be full for left.
Pete. Nah, that shoulder, man. I called him Nemo. He was like worst nationalities to take swimming advice from.
Taiwanese and Samoan.
I go, you look like fucking Nemo with that fin of yours.
Wow, you just made an enemy for life, man.
Yeah, he didn't reply. I was like, oh shit.
He'll come after for the rest of his life. He's got that Chico about him.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Must be hookers, man.
That was,
Must be hookers, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Little
Sorry, I
feisty
thought
things
you
in the
meant
middle.
Hookers. No, like, fuck. I mean, I'll quickly dip into that. Me and Chico, we didn't really get along, man, and we ran into each other on a Tuesday night. This was like, I had finished the season. We ripped in, and we were driving back to mine, bro. This truck out of nowhere. This is like the first time me, him, Nene McDonald, and one other guy that cannot be named. This truck just comes out of nowhere, smashes into our taxi. Holy shit. We ended up getting out, walking home, fucking a bit rattled, obviously. So the boys start to drop off, and it's just me and Chico, bro. Me and Chico went for like 4.5 days straight, to a point where Chico was talking in a different language to me, bro. He was, at the time, I didn't know what the fuck he was saying, but he was talking Pidgin. Which is like the language in Papua New Guinea. He was full talking Pidgin to me.
Yeah.
But I was scared to say something to him, because I was like, this guy might fucking rip me apart with his bare hands. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen him on TV. Like, he's strong. So I was like sitting there wigging out, like fucking pushing for my dear life. But
Bro, he's got some wild stories from you as a kid, eh?
oh man, he just telling me some stuff, and I just go, after that we were sitting there and I go, bro, can I be honest with you? And he's like, what's that? And I go, I wouldn't be surprised if you become the mayor of Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, he probably could have.
And I go, have you ever thought about like buying some land? This was the conversations. Have you ever thought about buying some land and I don't know, like potentially growing your own coffee beans? He's like, yeah, bro, I actually have. And I was like, no, you haven't.
You get good beans from over there.
Yeah, it's just the moisture and the dirt, but that's a conversation for another podcast.
All right, Ray. Thanks for jumping on. Any last words that you want to say?
Intentions, man. Have
That's the
intentions
theme,
towards
eh?
anything, man.
That's the theme.
Just even Quaid was saying that to me today, bro.
He must have been copying what I say.
I mean,
Quaid's very...
I never have intentions with anything.
No.
Like, we were talking about it in the car, I'm just very willy-nilly. But like, is it, like, how do you have intentions without thinking that you're using a situation? Whether it even be like towards someone or something.
What's an example of that?
Like, I'm going to take this girl out for dinner just so I can have sex with her.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad example, actually.
But like, if that's the intention with it, I think you just need, like, if that's the intention, I think you just
Sorry,
need
that's a bad example.
No, this is actually a really great example.
Okay.
But if that's the intention with it, I think you need to communicate that to her early. That
so she doesn't get hurt.
So yeah,
or
so
if that's her intention, then I
because
don't
then
get
what
hurt.
will happen is like if you do that and then you guys don't talk, you ghosting.
You're a scumbag.
You're a scumbag, bum. But like, hey, like this is the situation I'm in. I'm looking for anything serious right now. I just want to have a bit of fun. Obviously, the decision's going to be up to you, but let's just go out for dinner.
Yeah. I just wanted a naked chili meatball from GYG and a bit of sex.
Oh, yum. GYG, that's a go day.
But yeah, okay, cool. I see. Yeah, I've never really had intentions with anything, so...
Bro, try and like, just think of like throughout your day, like trying to have like 3 intentions on certain things, you know what I mean? Like exercise.
Yeah,
whatever.
no, you know what's one, like, I've been trying to do, like, so my intentions are like, obviously, the training thing, getting my training done and putting in an actual effort. Like, even when we last Saturday went to neighborhood, like, I actually fucking pushed myself.
I don't know about that.
No, I was doing my pull-ups. Like, I did.
Fucking cane the cunt. Fuck that, bro. That cunt is never training with me again.
Bro, he goes, G, fuck, let ice down, G.
Bro,
I was like, fuck, man. He's like,
so if you don't know Kane, like he's this moldy dude, and he's like, well, the one we were talking about before, and he's
got
like,
the scaffolder strength.
yeah, he's
strong
ripped.
ass.
He's ripped. So I was like, and I saw Simi there, Kane. I was like, oh fuck, I'm not training with Simi because we end up in an argument. So I was like, oh Kane, come with me, train with me. He's like, yeah, bro, sweet as. And like he stayed at a house the night before. I walked out. I was like, bro, we on today? He's like, yeah, bro, we're on. So and then we end up. And then we end up training. He would have completed about 30-40% of the whole session. But the thing that fucked me off the most is like we're on a ski erg and we're doing about 200 meters each. We're like whoosh, whoosh. And then every time he'd finish his ski erg, he'd just like lean on the ski erg like this. I'm like, bro, get the fuck off the ski erg.
Bro, yeah, that was crack up. He goes, gee, you know that I can train, eh? Like, I was like, fuckers, nah. The night before, bro, like he was pumping the red wines and the white wines. I go, no, but he goes, I need to run it back, G. I need to run it back. And I was like, yo, get in there.
He'd go outside for like 5-10 minutes, come back in, shirt off, and then he go, hey, bro, can you film me? I'm like, nah. No.
Yeah. Nah, he's the man, bro. He's
good dude. Don't get me wrong. Like, great guy.
Yeah.
Happy to be around him. But
yeah. Oh, no, you're like that with like, fuck. I remember when we trained the first time, you were like, what the fuck was that?
But just don't like rest on the thing that's moving,
that's
bro.
Very willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's rookie.
Yeah, it's a bit like it's crack up because you're like, all right, because everyone's fucking fit
Cranking,
there, bro,
yeah.
cranking, and like it's simple. Like you'd expect that to fucking move out of the way so I can crank out my 50.
Yeah,
cows.
yeah. Like have a rest over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like when when
it's
people.
funny when you were walking and you go, are you guys going to apologize for your efforts or fucking Caleb goes, fuck that cunt's hard on us.
Good for him.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like straight up, I was saying to Normie as well, just like those photos that you guys kept sending on me, bro. Fuck, they were pissing me off. I was like, but it wasn't like, and he's like, why don't you stick up for yourself? And I'm like, there's truth into what's being said. And I said, I don't have an ego where like I don't take things on board. But I'm not going to listen to the cunt, but I'm like, I'll listen to the cunt. But like, when you get fat, bro, all I think about is like certain people in my life that have gotten to because like being like, I'm talking from like my own family experiences, right? I'm not attacking a nation, but like when you're a Pacific Islander and you're a big guy, there's a point of like almost no return, like where you get too big and like you're always going to be thick and like fucking like my ass, bro. I don't know. I think I'm always going to have a size 38 waist. You know what I mean? Like, but you're like, it's hard to drop down when your fucking ancestry's fucking DNA is to put weight on. You know what I mean? And keep it thick.
Yeah.
So, I was getting to that point, bro, where people were just like, fuck, you're a big cunt. And I'm like looking at videos of me like, oh, ugly, bro, ugly.
Do you know what the hard thing is about videos? Is because, like, you know, when you look in a mirror, you can shape yourself up into a point of a mirror where you look all right. You know what I mean? Where
bro, that picture was the thing that pushed me. And you can post it too. I don't care because, like, I'm on a different buzz now. But, like, fuck, bro. I literally was like, this guy set me up, and it was the best photo out of all of them, bro.
Bro, do you know what the funny fucking thing is, bro? You walked in here and you thought you were killing it too. You're like,
bro, my haircut too. I was like, bro, my haircut looked like a fucking toupee, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like,
bro,
I was looking back at the video and my cheeks. I had a sauna. I didn't eat. I just like I moisturized and like, bro, I looked sweaty and fat. I was like, fucking cunt. And then your photos too were like.
And do you know what's funny, bro? You kept going, oh, like, do you mind if you take some more photos, please?
Okay, chill out, bro. Now you're adding the fucking
no,
barbecue sauce
that.
on the cunt.
You said that.
No, he was taking it willy-nilly, bro.
The director, bro.
I told him today because I was like, don't sneak around taking photos of me.
No, because that's the thing.
Have intention when you do.
Take a good photo of Simi. But
fuck.
that's what I was saying, bro. Like, no, you're like, did you get a good photo? Like, you did it.
Fuck, I look like the ugliest cunt, bro. It actually pissed me off. And like, when I was in Melbourne, bro, I was lying in bed and you sent me that photo. How's Melbourne, bro? Or like, what a weekend, man. And you sent me the photo, bro. And I was like, fuck this cunt, bro. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, so.
I love seeing you down there nowadays.
I fucking know, cunt. I swear when I got the job, you're like, Nah, bro, fuck you. This
He looks too happy.
Yeah, straight up. I said that to Normie. I go, I swear this cunt like seeing me down and out. I go, fucking.
It's like my guilty pleasure, bro.
As soon as I'm like, bro, I'm depressed. You're like, let's go for a Fiji, smiling, happy as. Wow, you'll be sweet. I'm like, I got a job. You're like, bro, shut the fuck up.
No, I was happy for you.
You're happy for me,
I
but
was
I'm
going like that. My hand was out earlier. I was like, hey, yes, how good.
Yeah. I was driving past, bro. And
But there
is
is no one funnier when they're down and out. I don't know why, bro. It just fucking makes me laugh, eh?
I'm like, fuck, I'm depressed, and I just start smiling. Because, bro, like, I'm like,
Do you know what
I've
makes
been
you
in
laugh when you're sitting in the corner and it's like the vape when the vape comes back out?
Fuck, bro. It's like when you can like enjoy the down moments, bro. Like, I remember one time, bro.
Don't try and turn this into a lesson.
I was sitting in my car, man, and like, no, this is when Normie called me up. A lot of cunts don't know this, bro. I was sitting in my car, and I was like, I'm homeless. All my shit's at the back. I'm sitting in this mad car. I'm like, fuck, I'm down. I'm out. And Normie calls me out, and I'm like, bro, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm never ever gonna be like this again, bro. 2 years later, I'm sitting in my car again. Like, I'm never, bro. I've done it about 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, surely this is like no more now, like no more, cunt, no more. So that's why, like, this job, bro. I'm like, this is it. This is me to like start to maneuver my life in a positive way.
Yeah, no, it's good, and it's good.
I don't want to. I feel like I'm that. Who's that fucking basketball player who's like always on the streets and shit? Used to play with LeBron James.
Yeah, bro. Deontay West?
Williams or something. West or something. William, yeah. I feel like that's fucking me. I'm like,
yeah, you literally could end up in a penthouse or the street. There's like
fucking
there's like no in between for you, I reckon.
Between. Oh, but who knows, man? It's a flip of the coin, really, isn't it? And I'm grateful though.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys as always. See you guys next episode.
Goodbye.